main storyline for the story Hunter Killer is about a mission that was given to a newly appointed Captain Joe Glass, that is leading the USS Arkansas, about investigating about what happened to the USS Tampa Bay that was shot down in the Russian Ocean. When they found about the USS Tampa Bay, it was seen that it was shot down in the middle of the ocean. While investigating the Russian submarine that was sabotaged, they heard a sound that was somebody is alive inside the submarine. So they sent a rescue team and found that the person alive is the captain of the Russian submarine, that is Akula class Connect. Alongside the found of the USS Tampa Bay in the bottom of the ocean, they also found a Russian nuclear submarine that was sabotaged from the inside. It is seen that it was bombed from the inside. During the same time, a medical team was sent to investigating what happened in the Russian naval base. When they arrived, it is seen that the Ministry of Defense at Middle is trying to overthrow the Minister Zakharin by doing a coup d'etat. He tried to imprison President Zakharin. Upon hearing about the news, the USS Arkansas issued a new mission. Also, the Navy SEAL is needed to save President Zakharin in order to avoid a World War III that is Admiral Draft tried to achieve.
Problems. Main problem in the story is Russia's Minister of Defense launched coup d'etat towards their president. Objective of the Russian Ministry of Defense is to set a trap to United States by shoot down the United States submarine and sabotage his own submarine and make US as a scapegoat, and wanted to use that as a reason to start war with the United States and trigger World War III. Solution. 1. US Army sent a well-knowledge, well-experienced naval officer, which is Captain Joe Glass, to hunt, search and solve the problem of the missing US submarine that has been shot down by the Russian submarine. Second, US also sent a Navy SEAL team to observe Russian naval base. They also rescued the president of Russia, which is Zakharin, after coup d'etat had been launched by the Ministry of Defense. This is to stop the action of the Ministry of Defense to start a war with the United States and to trigger World War II.
Leadership strategies. First, to be unidentified by enemy. The US Navy SEAL flew away their personal belongings, such as their dog tag, picture of the family or wife. So, if when they caught up by the enemy for killing action, the enemy cannot track them from which country they come. Second, camouflage strategies. For example, when the Russian submarine hide the submarine just under the ice, so the US submarine cannot detect them. And the example is when the US submarine locked down Russian submarine with missiles but cannot directly hit the Russian submarine because the missile cannot identify the submarine because of the ice. Third, knowledge about surrounding. For example, when the captain of the Russian submarine. Third, knowledge about surrounding. For example, when the captain of the Russian submarine, Captain Andropov, using his knowledge about surrounding to lead the US submarine through the Russian naval base without being detected by the Russians. Characteristic of leader. First is empathy. When the US save their enemy from death. For example, is when the captain of the US submarine orders his men to save the remaining people in the Russian submarine they have seen. Second, no man left behind. For example, when the leader of the US Navy SEAL, Lieutenant Beeman, coming back to save Martinelli after he secured Zakharin inside the mini submarine.
Okay, in this section, I will explain about SWOT. That means the strength, weakness, opportunities, and the threat in this of the leader. So the strength of the leader is the leader has experience in handling the situation. So the US submarine captain, that is Captain Joe Glass, has an advantage in managing the crew. This is because he joined the Wichita mission where his submarine was sunk. That failure made him learn and improve himself to be more dependable captain. Then, the weakness of the captain. The weakness is too much gamble. For instance, the captain made a gamble where he let the enemy captain that he captured giving order in his submarine. So it is indeed a reckless action where he gambled all of his crew life in order to finish the mission. Then the other one is when he make a gamble where they will get an aid from the enemy captain's men that is inside the destroyer to defend from the missiles that US sent toward Arkansas submarine. As a result, the submarine was saved and the enemy destroyer made a counterattack at his own base. The next one is the opportunity. The opportunities that the captain that is the captain mission get a backup from the NASA and Rear Admiral. The mission was approved by the Rear Admiral even though it has a considerable risk. And the NASA also sent one of their best men to help the army. The NSA man using the frequency of the NASA private satellite to overcome the signal jammer. So then the last one is the threat. The threat in this movie is the beginning of the World War. If the Captain Joe Glass failed in his mission, then the Russian president cannot be safe, and since the Russian president in the hand of US, thus the world will see the US as the one who started the war. However, the truth is the Russian Minister of Defense who created to start the war. Thank you. That's all from us.